Hi, this is Kyle Markham with International Futures Group, a division of EFG Group in Chicago. I want to give you some comments for today, Tuesday, September the 23rd, looking at our grain trade. Let's start out with corn. Corn, you're really tight range, didn't do a whole lot. We did go up and trade that 84.5 level again, which we just traded the other day. No follow through, but definitely decent to see the board higher, especially with harvest pretty much well underway. There is no real news. Export inspections for tomorrow. We want to see big numbers, but we always want to see big numbers so that we can see the demand is there. Corn did not very much today. Really, I think, followed the wheat market along, and also, as much as it was following wheat, it was also getting the short end of the stick as people are buying wheat and, buying wheat and selling corn. So the last video we talked about wheat. I said, hey, there's nothing really on the balance sheet or in the fundamentals or globally that you can hang your hat on and be bullish, but sometimes you got to just look at the chart and say, hey, this is going to be a technical affair for some time. Today, wheat took off a little bit more. You notice $1 on the wheat corn recently. They've taken it to $1.25 just like that. I think that's really primarily what occurred. Kansas City got involved. Kansas City did not gain on Chicago much. You did have a burst on the open where it traded about 3 under, but for the most part, that's been a tedious spread here in the last few weeks. Just really can't get anything going. So the only other thing to consider for the rest of the week, we do have October options going off. Remember, guys, a couple months back, we had a pretty big move on expiration for wheat. I don't necessarily think that we're going to do that again, but I'm always reminding myself that that did occur. Also look tomorrow to see some decent exports for wheat. Otherwise, you would think they're going to go ahead and fade this thing back down like generally happens with wheat. Moving on to soybeans, they really didn't trade much at all today. One of the tightest ranges in beans that I can remember. Meal was heavy, acts poorly. The chart looks bad. Kind of do or die here right around this $300 level in the Dees meal. I did not like how it closed, but realized we did have a religious holiday today. Could have kept some participants out of the market. Maybe tomorrow with some more volume, we can get a better idea. Soybean oil fared okay. Palm oil was higher in Malaysia, but beans, they did not close very well, and we're dancing around the low side here, or the lows actually. And tomorrow's numbers, as well as the announcement from the Chinese trade delegation, should give us some indication and hopefully give us a bit better trade for tomorrow. So look for the exports, get ready for option expiration on Friday. And really, when you're looking at the broad markets, crude had a rough day. You had stocks down, largely at one point. Cattle and feeders and hogs were all lower. Grains fared okay. We'll leave it at that. This is Kyle with International Futures Group in Chicago. Don't hesitate to give me a call if you got any questions.